name is Gene Marks, and I run the Marks Group. We're a 10-person technology consulting firm outside of Philadelphia. I was working for 9 years at KPMG, which is a big accounting and consulting firm, and it was in Philadelphia. And who had his own company. It was really just him and my mom. Had developed the world's worst bookkeeping software. He had spent like $2 million on it, raised money. I don't even want to know who the investors are, by the way. Hopefully they're never going to find me again. But he raised money, ran out of money before he could finish making the software, and he needed help. And after working 9 years at KPMG, wonderful firm, great place, you're at a point, like a crossroads, where you have to make a decision what you want to do with your life. And I wanted balance. When you work for a big company, and I use them as a particular example, they would send me out of town for 3 months at a time. You had a client project, that's what you did. It was very little control over my life. And I wanted more balance and more control. So my dad for years had been asking me to join up with him, and I had always resisted. He desperately needed somebody to fill in all the gaps for his software that didn't do what his software was supposed to do. And so I made the jump after long discussions with my wife. And that's how I wound up getting into business for myself. It was just me and him when we started out. The hardest thing about starting your own business is the balance that you're looking for does not come right away, because you need capital and you need time. And when you're starting your own business, you have to throw yourself into it 100% to really make it successful. It cannot be a hobby anymore. It is your livelihood. So you have to take it very seriously, and you have to make sure you've got the time and the money invested to do it. And for many people, that time takes away from their personal life, and from their family, from their spouses, from their kids. And if you haven't thought that out in advance or talked about it with your spouse or have a plan for doing that, you're going to find that it could be a big issue. When I started up my company, I had a full-time job at the time, and I kept that full-time job for a year while I was getting into business with my dad. So like I said, he had the world's worst software in the world. He wasn't making any money. He couldn't afford to bring me up. It was a startup situation. So until we were able to sell enough software and bring in enough clients where I could actually leave and still pay the bills with some of my savings, for a full year I was working 2 jobs. One, my day job, and then at night going and working with clients. So you have to be able to do that. You can't just do like this cold turkey thing. Whenever I hear people doing that, I always wonder if that's ever going to work out. It usually doesn't.